color kids, this is Katie Carty Hiley from RainbowBrite.net. Welcome back to the Rainbow Land Museum and to the merch haul that I promised in my last video. Before I forget, because I keep forgetting, and I'm so sorry to my patrons that I keep forgetting, I'm going to be dedicating this video to Ryan K., who is one of my patrons on patreon.com. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will put a link below in the description, but basically I'm working on a translation project to translate the German comic magazines, books, audio plays, all of that into English, as well as some other books from European countries that are in other languages other than German. We got some French for sure. It might be an Italian book or two in there. So yeah, it's a big project. It's going to take a lot of time and work. That's why money needs to be funneled into that project to get it accomplished, because I don't speak all those languages and I can't do it myself. So I'm having to get some help. But I'm so thankful for my patrons that are actually contributing and getting that done. Like, you guys mean the world to me. So for this particular video, huge thanks to Ryan for chiming in and helping out with getting that done. And real quick, before I get to the merch haul, I meant to say a couple other things about the book that I just reviewed, Rainbow Brite in the most important color. The belt, like, the book was produced in October. The belt was produced in November. Just thought that was interesting. That happened with something else at the end of last year. I forget what it was now. Oh, I think it was the Stormy Itty Bitty. Like, the book was produced in one month, but the Itty Bitty was produced in the next month. So they're not always produced at the same time, even when they come together. And I wanted to measure how long this belt was, because, like, I showed myself trying it on, but I didn't actually tell you how long it was. Sorry about that. It is... Oh my goodness. Am I holding it straight? Okay. Almost 26 inches. Yeah. It's like 25 3/4 inches. Just FYI, for those of you who are going to be curious if it will fit you, or your child, or your head, like I did in my video. There's the information you need, yeah, to make that decision. Whatever. So, let me just dive in. I don't have a lot of items that I've gotten over the past month or two since I did a merch haul, but I do have a few new things, so I just wanted to show you real quick. First, my new friend Rarey Sapphire, who recently moved to the area and came to visit my Rainbow Land Museum. Her and her husband are so sweet. Love them to death. It was so much fun. And she drew me some fan art, you guys. Isn't that adorable? I love it so much. Thank you, Rarey. I don't know where I'm going to put this adorable Lucky yet, but I need to find a good spot for him because he's precious. So I just had to show that to you guys. I also bought a piece of fan art off of Instagram. Now this is a piece I've known about for, oh my god, it's been several years now. Is that like 2013 or whenever they did the art show at Hallmark headquarters, and it was not open to the public. This was just an art show for the employees to spark ideas when they were coming up with the new Rainbow Brite miniseries, and then which eventually turned into merchandise, etc., that they're doing now. But the Hallmark employees were coming up with their own takes on Rainbow Brite and what she could look like in different styles. So they drew her in all these different styles that were amazing. And one of my absolute favorites was this one. And now I own it, and I'm thrilled to death. So, okay, it looks like a record, and it's like the size of a record. It's not a record, but I love this so much, and this was one of the pieces I saw a picture of from the art show and immediately fell in love with. And the artist posted a picture of it on her Facebook, like maybe the following year or a couple of years later, and I was like, oh my god, is it for sale yet? Can you sell it? And at the time she was not either ready to or she couldn't, but finally I guess she got the go ahead and she was ready to part ways with it. And this was actually her first sale that she made on her new website, so I got to be like her first customer, and I got to buy this wonderful piece of fan art that I've loved for a few years now from afar, and now it's here. So I need to find, you know, one of those album, there's like frames, they're sized for albums, and I need to find one of those to put this in because it'll fit perfectly, and I just, yeah, I love it. I love it so much. So there's my fan art for today. And then I've got, I think, just a couple of vintage items. Oh no, sorry. Let me show you the other thing that's not vintage. Then I'll show you the vintage items. So this, I mean, it's not new. It's been out a few years. Let me see if I can find a year. See, this is in French, so they might do title pages and stuff completely differently than over here. Oh, come on. There we go. 2000, well, it's either 12 or 13. Because one of the things says 2012 and the other thing says 2013. But the copyright's 2013, so I'm assuming that's when it actually came out. Okay, what this is a French book about the history of Dick, who is the animation studio that put out Rainbow Brite. Sadly, there are only 4 pages in this massive, heavy, huge book about Dick. Only 4 pages dedicated to Rainbow Brite, but she is in here. So I really wanted to have it, just to have it, and so that I could like share it with you guys. So there we go. Again, it's in French, so I can't tell you what it says yet. I'm gonna have to get some help translating that. But it's got pictures from animation cells in here. It looks like some Japanese stickers. And then the next page, a little more information, and then some more products. And there's only one piece on here, I mean, other than those stickers. I've never seen those before. But there's a costume on here that looks official right there that I've never seen before, as far as I know. So I don't know what country that was released in, if it was ever actually released. I don't know. Like, a lot of this is French or Italian. I recognize some of these products from, you know, the foreign eBays. But yeah, that's all that's in here about Blondine or Rainbow Brite, is those 4 pages. But still, I've wanted this for a few years, but it's always really expensive, and the shipping was always high and whatever. It was just like, oh, I don't want to spend that much for it, but I wanted it. So finally I found it for a decent price on Amazon. And I think it had like free shipping. Took it a while to get here. It got stuck in customs, and yeah, to send it again. I feel kind of bad for that seller, but they were really nice to get it to me. So yeah, now I got that, and I totally took the bookmark out and didn't put it back in. So I'm gonna have to find Rainbow again. But anyway, so now that's also in the collection, and something else I can translate. I'll probably put that on Patreon as well. I'll try to scan that as well as possible, even though it's a pretty big spine book, so I don't know how flat it'll lay, but I will do my best to get a good scan. Because along with the translations, I am sharing high-res scans of these comics that we're translating. So you're getting a bunch of artwork, you're not just getting the stories, although the stories, I don't know, they're actually both kind of equally interesting to me. Like, I love the art and I love the stories. So, but you're getting both if you're a patron and you sign up at the reward levels that get you that access to that that information. And I did recently update the goal and the reward levels, so take another look if you looked at it before and thought, oh, I don't think I can do that, or the goal is unobtainable, or whatever. Take another look at it and see if you may change your mind at this point. Because we would love to have more patrons, because then we can get more stuff done and get stuff done faster, because if we had more funding, I might be able to find a second person to contribute. If we had 2 people working on it at the same time, we'd get it done that much quicker. So I think that's my Patreon spiel for the day. Hold on, I had made some notes earlier. Yeah, it's been like 5 to 6 months now that the Patreon's been going on, and we're doing really well. Yeah, I've already sent out the first magazine that was translated. I'm about to send out the second to those patrons, and we've got 2 or 3 more done already that I need to just finish editing up real quick, and those will be sent out as well. So yeah, stuff is getting accomplished. It's working. Like, when I first set up the Patreon, I was like, this is kind of a shot in the dark. I don't know if anybody else is going to care enough to contribute to this and for it to be viable, but it's working. You guys who have signed up and are contributing, it's thanks to you that this stuff is actually getting done. So thank you. I'm giving you like a big cyber hug right now. Okay. So okay, a couple of vintage items. One is this adorable little trinket box, and I've seen these before, but again, it was either it cost more than I wanted to spend at the time, or it wasn't in very good shape. Because it's like covered in like that vinyl, I guess, material. So some of them I've seen it like gets torn over time. And this one has a little bit of rust on the clasp, but it's really not that bad. And it's just a little, yeah, snap. I couldn't think of the word. And then it's like red velvety inside. So you can put jewelry or money or whatever. Personal treasures in your little trinket box. And I think it's just super, super cute. So super happy to find that on Instagram. And then this girl I've been keeping my eye on for a while because I've been wanting forever a mitten box Tickle Pink. I finally got one. I've had a loose Tickle Pink for years, but the ones in the box always go for a pretty penny, and this one did as well, but I at least got her a bit cheaper than what she originally had been listed at. Because sometimes a seller will list an item at a particular price, but if it doesn't sell, they may eventually lower the price. So I'll watch things. If it's a little more than I'm willing to spend at the time, I'll watch it until it comes down, and then if it gets to a certain price that I'm more comfortable with, then I'll pick it up. So that's what happened in this case, and she's in great shape. Like there's a spot right there where the cardboard is kind of torn off, or the picture, and right here. But it's very just surface, and there's like a dent in the box right there-ish. But other than that, it's in excellent condition. And I've seen a lot of boxed dolls. Most of them are not this pretty. So, and she clearly has never been moved. I mean, she's still got the plastic on her head. Her comb there is still taped to the side of the box. Got all of her clothing, her hair is, yeah, it's even, I forgot this. She has plastic around her pigtails. See if I can, yeah, you can see that. So, yeah, they're tied up at the top, playing to the wrong side, where her bow is, but they've also got this plastic to just keep them in place and keep her looking pretty in the box. So, I don't yet know where she's going to fit in the museum. I'll have to find a spot, but finally I have Mitten Box Tickle Pink. So, I want to say all I'm missing now, mitten box wise, is Moonglow, obviously, because she's impossible to find in box, and Kitty Brite. I think just those two, and I'll have all of the dolls mitten box. So, oh, and these aren't really like, I mean, they're new to me because, yeah, they're not things I didn't already have though, but I still love that I have more of them. So this was a Christmas gift from one of my clients that I do dog walking for. They were at Hallmark, and their kids who know that I love Rainbow Brite saw them and were like, oh my god, we have to get those for Katie. So I got another Rainbow Brite, Starlight, and Twink itty bitties. I'm super excited. And I love the ones that have like a story like that behind them. Like, I'm gonna have to keep these guys separate somehow so I remember which batch they were from, because most of these I buy myself, but the ones that like Hallmark sends me or are a gift, something like that, I try to keep separate so I can remember, and gives me the warm fuzzies when I think about them. So yeah, I've got a few more itty bitties too, but yeah, that's it for now. But I just wanted to get you guys up to date, get myself up to date, so I can update my list again and put all this stuff away and make room for new stuff. Oh, I got some more of the Walmart ornaments as well. Here, real quick, I'll just grab one. This thing, the pop style ornament. Yeah, I got, and I think there's even more in the closet. I got at least probably close to 10 of these suckers. So I found a few at the stores, and I had to search. Like, I went to at least 4 or 5 different stores to get like 2 or 3, and then finally on their website, because they were like twice as much on their website. It was the dumbest thing. They were like $8 in store and $16 online. No. So I was waiting on their website to come down in price to something, reasonable, and finally they went on clearance after Christmas, and they were $3 and something or whatever. So I bought like 5 more. And the reason I got so many, I mean, for one, they're really cute. I like them, and it would be adorable just to cover a tree or something in them like next Christmas. But the other reason is the paint application on these things is not great. Like the quality control going on. Yeah, so I kept trying to find a perfect one. I mean, I know they're not going to be perfect, but I was just trying to find one that didn't have a glaring paint application issue, and none of them are really perfect. I mean, they're not bad. They're certainly not horrible. Like, none of them are like missing a face or, you know, it's not like her belt isn't colored in or something crazy like that. They're all well done. They're just not as well done as I would say the keepsake ornaments are that they sell in Hallmark stores. But anyway, so I have a bunch of those that I don't know what I'm gonna do with yet, but that's, yeah. Okay, that's everything. Sorry. It's been a while. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, and now that new stuff is coming out, I'm getting really excited again. Oh, and I got some new stuff from Truffle Shuffle. Darn it. See, I just forgot to bring those upstairs. I'll probably just wear one of them in my next video, and then I'll show it to you then, because I just got like a shirt and a sweater or something. I've already forgotten what I bought. It's late. Yeah. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys again soon, I'm sure, when I get more stuff, or when new stuff comes out, or when I just have something to talk about, or I feel like talking about nothing. I might just jump online one day and be like, so, how's life? Anyway, I'm gonna go for now because I'm turning silly. That's what happens when I get tired. And I will see you guys later. Have a rainbow day. Bye.